The most watched match at the 2026 World Cup will not be the final. It will be a match that, when the bracket is drawn, most analysts will not identify as the highest viewed game of the tournament. A fixture whose combined potential audience will be larger than any other combination the bracket could have produced. We do not know which match yet, but we know it will happen because it has happened at every World Cup since 2006. The final is the most important match. It is not always the most watched one. These are different things, and the tournament industry has spent 20 years pretending they are not. Peak concurrent viewership is not determined by the importance of the match. It is determined by three things: the size and geographic distribution of the two fan bases, the local broadcast time in the largest markets, and the cultural weight of the specific fixture, not the round it happens in. A group stage match between two nations with combined television markets exceeding 2 billion people, broadcast in prime time across South Asia, East Asia, and Latin America simultaneously, will outperform a final between two European nations broadcast outside peak viewing windows in those regions. The highest viewed match of 2026 is already determined. The bracket will reveal it. The audiences will confirm it. FIFA will call it a milestone. Nobody will have planned for it. 48 teams includes nations from South and Southeast Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa, regions where football dominates culturally but whose teams have rarely reached the final stages. Fan bases of enormous size that have rarely had a team to watch. When one of those nations is drawn against a Brazil or an Argentina in the group stage, the combined television market for that single match may be the largest ever assembled for a sporting event. Not because the match is the final, because of who is playing and where their audiences are. FIFA expanded the tournament to include more nations. More nations means more broadcast deals, more revenue. This is the stated commercial rationale. But the same logic also produces a situation where the commercial and cultural peak of the tournament is no longer guaranteed to be the final. When the highest viewership moment happens in the group stage, the narrative climax and the commercial climax become structurally decoupled. FIFA expanded to make the final more commercially valuable. The mathematics of audience distribution means certain group stage matches are now more watched than the final. This was predictable from the structure of the decision. FIFA wanted to grow the audience. They grew it. They just grew it in the wrong round. When the numbers come out in August 2026 and a group stage match is confirmed as the most watched game of the tournament, FIFA will call it historic. It is historic. It is also exactly what happens when you optimize for inclusion without modeling the arithmetic. The game has not changed. You have. You're welcome.